listening to the Life Edit Project podcast, where busy, ambitious high achievers get the tools they need to fight overwhelm and overthinking with balance, self-mastery, and a positive mindset. I'm your host, Elizabeth Burrows. I'm serving up bite-sized truth bombs in a judgment-free zone based on my perspective as a life coach, wife, mom, and recovering overachiever. We keep it real over here, which usually means some combination of insightful, entertaining, and a hot mess express. So, if you're looking for perfection, look elsewhere. But if you're still with me, let's dig into this week's episode. Good day, good people. Welcome back to the Life Edit Project podcast. I'm your host, Coach Elizabeth, and I've got a juicy episode for you this week. I feel like I shouldn't really be this excited about this conversation because it's repurposed content, but I am. And I've just decided that I'm not going to apologize for that because this is my show and I can do what I want over here. Now, if you're one of my longtime lovely listeners, you already know that we're between seasons right now. But instead of just leaving you hanging, I'm bringing replays of some of my favorite live stream videos here to the podcast. That way, you still have fresh listens each week while I get ready for season 2. For the last few weeks, we've been revisiting a series that I did a while back on my coaching philosophy. And today, I'm bringing you part 4 of that series. Now, it's been a while since I first recorded this, so I had to listen to it again to freshen my memory so that I could make this intro. And let me tell you, I blew my own mind. So in this episode, you're going to hear me talk about how I use a process of guided inquiry with all of my clients. And I use a really descriptive metaphor to illustrate what that's like and why it can be super helpful. Now, let me tell you, I have to be honest. I think this is one of the clearest and most compelling descriptions of the fundamentals of coaching that I've ever heard. No cap. And that's saying a lot because I listen to a lot of podcasts. I follow a lot of coaches, right? I've talked to a lot of coaches and I've heard lots of explanations about coaching. And this is one of the best. So if you have been curious about how coaching works and if you've been wondering whether or not coaching can work for you, I want you to listen carefully to this episode as many times as you need to. And when you're ready to take the next step, book a free consultation call with me, and let's talk about how my one-on-one coaching services can help you get what you want out of life. The scheduling link is in the show notes, and I'm ready to get started whenever you are. All right, that's all the preamble this one gets. Please enjoy the process of guided inquiry. If you are thinking about hiring me as your life coach, do not expect me to have all of the answers. I will not have the answers. What I will do instead is lead you through a process of guided inquiry to help you find your own answers. What's up, everybody? My name is Elizabeth Burrows, and I am the founder and the creator of the Life Edit Project. I'm so glad you're here. I have been talking a lot this week and last week about my coaching philosophy. And I made an in-feed post, I think a few days ago, about coaching and guided inquiry. And I wanted to create this video to tell you a little bit more about like what that even means, right? So because if you're thinking about working with a life coach and with working with me specifically, you should understand how I approach coaching and what I even do when I work with clients. So coaching as a form of guided inquiry. What do I even mean by that? What the heck is guided inquiry? So there are 2 words there in that phrase, guided and inquiry. So inquiry means questions, right? So a big part of what we do in coaching sessions is I ask questions, really good, meaningful, powerful questions that help you find the answers that you need. And this is important because, and it's definitely a skill, because not all questions are created equal. Like, just real talk. Not all questions are created equal. And it takes a powerful question and a well-timed question to help lead you to an insight that you need. But one of the things that I sincerely believe about all of my clients, and I think I had a whole nother video and a whole nother post about this, is that all of my clients come to me and they have the answers that they need within them. So as a coach, I don't have to worry about having the answers. Like, what is it that I'm supposed to know about you that you don't know about you? You are the expert about yourself. You are the expert when it comes to your life. But what I do is I toss you the questions that you need that can help lead you to the answers. And very specifically, I guide these questions, right? So I am not just throwing random questions at you as a coach. I am listening to what you're saying. I am listening to what you're not saying. And I am helping you examine everything that comes up. So think about this process, the process of guided inquiry. I want you to think about, I love to come up with metaphors. Think about hiring someone to help you come in and organize your entire house, right? So now, full disclosure, I have never done this. I have never hired a professional organizer to come in and help organize my life at home, right? But just imagine what this is like. You are inviting someone who is a professional to come into your home. It's a very intimate space, right? It's where you live and it's where you keep all of your stuff, right? And you are going to have this person help you go through all of your things, sort through them, and help you decide what to keep, what to get rid of, and what you can do with the things that you have. Right? So just imagine this process. So in this metaphor that I'm using, hi hubby, my hubby just joined my live. Hi hubby. So in this metaphor that I'm using, think about me as like the home organizer and your home as being your mind, right? And all of your stuff that is in your home, those are your thoughts and beliefs, right? So as your coach, I am popping the hood on your mind. You are inviting me into your mindset, and I am helping you to examine the thoughts and beliefs that you have as a mindset coach, y'all. Very specifically, I am a mindset coach. So when I work with my clients, no matter what issue they have, the thing that I am always using as the basis of my coaching is to start with their thoughts and beliefs. Now, of course, that means we do end up looking at their behavior and their habits, right? And all of that stuff too. But I am always going to try to get to the root of everything that they're doing and everything that's happening in their lives by going to what they're thinking and believing, okay? So in this metaphor of being like a home organizer, you are inviting me into your mindset, and the first thing that we do is we walk around and we just explore. We just see what's there, right? So when we do this through conversations, as a coach, if I'm your coach and you're my client, we are talking. But more importantly, you are going to be doing most of the talking because it's your home, it's your mind, and I'm not there to share all of my stuff with you. I am there to help you learn about your own stuff and to help you make decisions about what to do with it. And so what that looks like, I mean, just imagine me coming into your home and, so one of the things I might ask you is, where do you want to start, right? So if your whole house is a mess and you're like, I just feel overwhelmed and I don't even know what to do. So part of what I do is I say, would you like to start with the closet? Would you like to start with the bedroom? Would you like to start with this one drawer in the kitchen, right? Until we get to a place that feels good and acceptable and a place that we can work with. And then we poke around and see what's there, right? So this is you. I'll ask you some questions that get you talking so that you are telling me what's going on. And the more you talk, the more you are revealing your thoughts and beliefs to me. And so I will tell you what I'm thinking. No, I will tell you what I think you have told me, right? So I will make sure that I am looking at what you are showing me and that I'm seeing it for what it really is, right? And I'll ask you all kinds of questions about the stuff that you show me. Things like, what is this thing, right? Like if there's something that you reveal to me and I'm not sure I understand it, or I'm not sure that you understand it, I'm going to ask you to tell me more about it. Tell me more about this thing. How do you use this thing? How long have you had this thing? Where did this thing come from? Did someone give it to you? Did you go out and buy it? Did you pay for that thing, right? How invested are you in keeping this thing that you have? Is this thing helping you? Are you really super attached to this thing? Are you using this thing correctly? Like, is it still in its original packaging because like it's taking up space, but it has no useful life for you? Like, did you even remember that this thing was there because it's covered up by so many other things? Seriously, this is what the process of working with someone in their mind looks like. Because real talk, it is very, very possible that you have all kinds of thoughts and beliefs floating around your mindset that you are not even aware of because they're hidden, they're underneath other things. You forgot that you have them, right? Like our minds work the same way. And so, so I take my clients through a process of guided inquiry where I'm not just letting them freestyle through the process of looking at their own thoughts. I am keeping them on track so that they can make progress as efficiently as possible, right? So if you say, your whole house is a mess, but what you want to start with is the closet, but what I notice is that you've got the most drama around the closet and that's not actually a productive place for you to start, we're not going to start in the closet just because you say you want to start in the closet. I am going to guide you, right? So part of what you get when you hire me as your coach is that you're not doing it on your own, and it doesn't have to be as hard. You don't have to figure everything out for yourself, because as you are revealing things, I will make sure that you are seeing them for what they are. Like, that's also the point. When I ask you questions, oftentimes, my clients are answering the questions that I'm throwing at them, but they don't realize that they're giving me answers. And so I spend so much of my work with clients just helping them see what they have already revealed to me. I spend so much of my sessions repeating back to my clients things that they have said out loud to me that they don't even realize were thoughts floating around in their minds. Like, they don't even realize it. And this is very worthwhile work because it's helpful, right? Like, I have a closet at home, and I have clothes in there, and literally all of the things that are in my closet are there because I put them there. Seriously, I did not inherit a closet that was full of somebody else's clothes. I moved into this place with my husband and put my own clothes in this closet, right? And yet, if I were to go through my closet right now, guaranteed I would find things that I forgot I even owned. Our minds work very much the same way. And so it can be very helpful to have someone with us, keeping us on track for the goals that we have expressed, or the things that we're trying to do. So, yeah, I don't have a whole lot for you today. I just wanted to explain that concept of guided inquiry. So literally, I work with my clients to guide them through a process that involves a lot of questioning. What's there? How did it get like this? Do we like it this way? What do we need instead? And the client gets to make all of those decisions. The client gets to answer all of those questions. And when they reveal answers, I make sure that they see them. I make sure that they are aware of them. And ultimately, it is all up to them because it's the client's mind, right? They are the ones that have to live with the mindset that they have, not me, right? So if you hire a home organizer and they tell you to throw away all the stuff, at the end of the day, they leave and you're the one that's left with nothing, right? So that doesn't feel very good. So as a coach, I am not there to tell you what to keep or get rid of, or even what to change. I am there to tell you what could help you get the results that you say you want, but the decisions and the answers always come from you as the client. So that's all I have for you today. This is a really quick video. If you like this, if this was helpful, like it, share it, tag a friend in the comments that you think is curious to know more about coaching and how coaching works.
I enjoyed that. How about you? Drop me a line on social media and let me know. My handle is @LifeEditProject, all one word, in all the usual places. If you did like what you heard, be sure to subscribe so that you get more of this goodness each week. And if you're loving the show, just go ahead and leave a little 5-star rating and review on either Apple Podcasts or Spotify so that I can give you a shout out as my listener bay of the week. I've got instructions on how to do that on my website at lifeeditproject.com/podcast. I'll be back in your ears next week with part 5 of my coaching philosophy. Until then, ask yourself more questions. Peace.